Yo, what is up, ladies and gamers? Welcome back to another video. Did you know that in Minecraft, there are 33 different baby mobs? By that I mean 33 completely different entities which have an age tag or an isBaby tag. In this video, I decided to go on an epic quest to find and slay every baby mob. I started off from spawn by breaking some seeds, that way I could find and breed some chickens if needed. Then, as I rounded this hill, I immediately saw my first baby. I missed, and missed, and missed again. But eventually, I got him. I saw these chickens who I thought I had to breed, but luckily they already had one for me, so. As I was taming this horse, I heard some evil groans from downstairs, and decided to mark the place for later. First, I had to craft the Baby Breaker Mark I, and as I was exploring the cave down here, I got jump scared. Turns out there was a zombie spawner dungeon down here, which would be perfect for getting baby zombies later. Without food, I nearly died, so I decided to go kill some animals to get some. During my slaughter, I located my next victim. After a night of sleep, I found this really nice spot with a house and some bees to breed later. I got some extra wood from a tree outside, and then I hopped into this lake to get some fish for taming cats. I did some hard work farming my very own wheat, and then I got some iron. I found these two fucking nerds in here, probably reading or some shit, and I decided to trap them in their house. Then I saw this cool hole, and I decided to go into it. There were a lot of zombies down here, but sadly none of them were babies, so I did this cool maneuver with a creeper, except the only one that lived got launched right into me. And he turned the Baby Breaker into the Baby Broken. Then as I was just getting some iron on my way out, the skeleton shot me and brought me down to half a heart, so I ran away after shitting my pants. I made the Baby Breaker Mark II, as well as some shears to get seagrass because I saw some turtles earlier at spawn. Also at spawn there were some sunflowers, perfect for breeding bees, and I got a turtle pregnant.
Hey, phrasing!
While I was waiting for those to hatch, I decided to head down to the spawner to get a baby zombie. In one of the chests though was the very lucky golden apple, which I could use to breed horses. Then with a little water setup, it took no time at all to get a baby to pop out and take his head. I went back to spawn and tried to feed these bees some chicken, but for some reason they didn't want it. Phil knows why I thought this fucking baby would die in one swing from a sword, but he didn't, and then the second swing broke the Baby Breaker Mark II. I regained some health after nearly dying to a bunch of fucking bees, and got my kill. I made the Baby Breaker Mark 2.5, and I re-entered the cave for gold. Sadly, I perished by the hand of a skeleton. I got my stuff back as well as some lava and diamonds all before I could find even a single piece of gold. But luckily, I got some in the end. I made a nifty diamond pickaxe, and with my new golden apple, tamed these two horses out front to kill their kid. Then I set up camp around my turtle eggs after building a nice little sandcastle. Then I waited, and I waited. And then disaster struck. The spider destroyed all but one of the eggs. I quickly built a roof out of everything I had, and then I waited. This fucking egg took so goddamn long to hatch, dude. But look at him, isn't he cute? Did you know that only about 1 in 1,000 turtles make it to adulthood? On my way back from my turtle takedown, I saw this cat hanging out in a very peculiar hole. I came back later with some fish, but the motherfucker drowned himself. I broke back into the nerd house. After a little slumber party, I gave them some bread, and they got a little bit frisky while I was still in the room. Pretty weird. Then I got some obsidian and died to another fucking skeleton. With some amethyst, I can now spot my young prey from miles away. I made the Baby Breaker Mark III, and I went to the nether. It was the worst spawn. But I did some bridging, and a ghast spawned right next to me. Cool. After I respawned, there was a fucking skeleton, of course, right on my bridge. There was one block, and he decided to spawn on that single stretch. And even after I hit him, motherfucker sniped me from downtown. I got my vengeance, and died to another skeleton. I went in again, got my stuff, and eventually saw a baby zombie piglin. I hit him and ran away like a little pussy. Okay, look, his whole family wanted to kill me. Can you blame me, dude? And got the next one. I found this cool bastion and was gonna loot it, but then this random piglin came over and he did half my health in one swing. Then I broke back in and got piglin brutalized. Anyway, I tried a few more times and kept dying, so I gave up on the nether for now and made the Baby Breaker Mark 3.5. I planted a tree in a lovely spot and caught some tropical fish. After a little sail across the sea, I found some rabbits and got some moss. Then I saw an azalea tree adjacent to a desert village. While hopping around the area, I found a baby husk. I found this camel and I tried to put him in a boat to keep him in place, but he didn't fit. Then, never ask me to wrangle cats, I'm really bad at it, but eventually, I got two. And this is their baby Francesca. I dove into the lush cave nearby, and I must have been very unlucky because it took me about 30 minutes to find this family of axolotls. I bred them before realizing that they had a baby just waiting for me, which was very kind of them. And just as I was about to grab them, a creeper jumped in and killed them all. I can't decide if I hate skeletons or creepers more. Then this camel and I went on a journey. Took a while, but I got the lazy bastard his first kiss.
Feel like we've been here before. Have we been here before?
In the desert village, I knew I needed a zombie villager baby, so I decided to trap some husks for later. Took a little bit of work and a really stupid zombie, but I got him. And he didn't want my boots for some reason, but at least he was holding a cactus to not despawn. Then I saw two villagers in here, and I killed every villager in the village to make sure my boy wasn't distracted. I used some trapdoors to set up a little zombie hole, and they got to fucking. So I brought my husk up, and, well... Then he broke the Baby Breaker Mark 3.5, but I got the kill. With a certified bamboo hilt, I was happy to make the Baby Breaker Mark 4. I went to a nearby jungle to tame some parrots, and I remembered that they don't have babies. It was easy enough to find some pandas in the jungle, so I tamed them. I believe you need a block of bamboo, which is weird, but okay. And then it was the same fucking process with the cats, except with ocelots, and I'm so bad at it. Finally, I got this one, and put him in a boat. Then as I was spying on this one, I turned the corner, and when I turned back, he turned into a panda. For whatever reason, the baby didn't like me, so he ran away. But eventually, I tamed him, and... Next up, I needed a sniffer egg. I headed down to some warm ruins and started brushing some sus sand. And it's gonna take a while. On my 4th ruin and my 29th sus sand, I finally got the sniffer. I was very excited. Then I saw this baby drown, and kept sailing, this time in search for a mushroom biome. I was getting tired, so I gave him no mercy. Then even more sailing. It seemed like all I had been doing for the past 4 hours. I was in search of a mountain biome. That way I could get some goats to fuck. After my goat excursion, I came over this hill and found a llama. Sadly, there was a problem. There was only one llama. I gave him my favorite items. My sniffer egg. My diamonds. My ender pearl. My fishing rod. A water bucket. And the rotten flesh from that zombie. Foolishly, I led the llama across savanna, mountain, forest, and more. All on foot, and so slowly. But I made a pit stop to grab this goat horn. With a new war horn, I headed to the taiga with my llama. Stop falling behind! I saw this forest fire and decided to help out. And got some sweet berries to maybe tame a fox, but I didn't need to. There was already a baby. I missed him at first and had to give chase, but I got him. On my way out of the taiga, I saw this baby wolf. And I decided to tame this one, who I named Jamiroquai. Here, you see me contemplating. I have many thousands of blocks left to walk. And a slow fucking llama. I decided to leave him. I gave him my new favorite items. 5 emeralds. Some iron boots. And 20 bones used to tame Jamiroquai. And we left. Then I forgot to put Jamiroquai in my boat, and I never saw him again. I made it to the frozen ocean, where I saw my next prey. I tried the old boat trick, and it didn't work on the polar bear. Well, it did work on the baby. After getting the kill, I used my patented escape trick, the Mario Kart. I made it back home and grabbed my precious leads as well as a new baby spying device. Then I explored another savanna. Nearby there was a desert temple. Inside it had another golden apple. Sick! And I grabbed the TNT. And I found a donkey! I tamed the motherfucker and bred him with this horse nearby for a mule. I saw this cool double savanna village. And it had a precious saddle for loot. I used it to bring this other donkey, who was a piece of shit. Motherfucker couldn't even jump 2 blocks. All the way home with this donkey so that I could breed them with golden carrots, which I just remembered I could use. I grabbed my horse and drug him by the neck across the ocean, because I needed llamas. I bred these two, and killed their child with the power of spit. Then I even tamed the rest of them to get myself a little llama caravan. I grabbed some flowers, and sheared some sheep, so that my homies was looking fly. I went to the swamp at night to kill some slimes, both for leads and for taming frogs in the nearby mangrove. It was easy enough to
turn the friggin' frogs gay!
And I planted my sniffer egg on some moss so that it had a similar hatch time to the frog spawn. The frogs hatched first. Then me and the boys headed out. I got back home and went back to the Nether. With some exploring, I killed this piglin baby. I found a warped forest and a crimson forest. And ran into 2 fat pigs who wanted to kill me. And then I quickly made them horny as a distraction. It was a tough fight. They have a lot of health. But I got him. Then I begrudgingly headed all the way back to get a fishing rod and some more obsidian for my plan. I got this little fucking creep. Their offspring was so ugly that he let me ride atop his head as I slew the freak. The Strider, and I know this sounds crazy, was genuinely helpful to me in the Nether. I found a baby hoglin, and as I was setting up his portal, the little shit bit me. So I did what you do to any unruly children, and I struck him. I'm not really sure why he wouldn't go through at first. He seemed pretty willing. But after some finagling, I eventually got him in. And I killed him.
Okay, gamers, I just realized I didn't get a pig. I went through the whole thing. I even wrote down pig like I got him, and I didn't get the pig. So I'm up here, and oh, I'm not seeing any fucking babies, and I don't have my shit on me. Hey, let me introduce you. This is my princess. Her name's yeah, never mind. I don't like calling a pig princess very much. Get in. Oh, we got an extra, huh? Yeah, I'll let you pick which one's your favorite. Oh, number 1. Okay. That's fine. Alright, we'll just grab this temple TNT. Just da. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. If you, in your comment, tell me your favorite baby that died. That's terrible.
That's what you sound like right now. Wah, wah, wah. Wah, that's what you sound like. Wah, wah. Does that sound good?